All right, microphone is working. Let's go say hi to the Discord. And then we'll get into stuff. All right, going live. Oh wait, I need a link. Hopefully a link that works. Yeah, okay. Stream is working. Wait, I think. Maybe? Yeah. Sorry, I can never tell if the video is live or not. There we go. Okay, it's live. I know what I'm doing. Hello. All right. So hey, I'm back. I purchased Civ VII. I don't know the difference between these two things. Don't make me make decisions this early, Civ. So yeah, I tried to play this weekend, but my laptop is out of date. So I have a new laptop on the way. Because I'm psychotic and I require civilization in order to live. Okay, this is on the wrong screen. And it's just taking up my whole screen and made it black. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm accepting terms of service. You guys can't see this. I don't care about any of this. Okay.
The past is more than what we leave behind.
Who's that? That's not our guy. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this. Here we go. Windowed. Confirm. Okay. Now, I can finally get this off of my screen. And I can see chat. Hello. Hi, Purple. Hi, Ty. Hi, Don Pedro. Children out of clay for a stop motion project. That's cool. Hi, Macabre. Hey, Jeremiah. Yeah, so if I'm being honest, I was planning to begrudgingly upgrade before I realized my laptop won't work for Civ. Uh-oh. Is this making me lag at all? Because it's like OBS is lagging hardcore. Also, I have to turn this down. Hey, Mick. Hi, Skojak. / Pizzini. Hello. I'm gonna wait just to make sure that it's not fucking up the stream, because clearly the developers have really made this an intensive graphical experience. Let's just turn down all of that. There we go. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, then, hold on. Let me, maybe if I turn the graphics down. Oh, here we go. Let's make it low graphics. I saw that they're doing a VR version, which I find very confusing. Because, like, why? Does anyone need that? Do I have a 2K account? I will do this. I will sign up. Okay, good. It's better now. Yeah, I definitely, unfortunately, I cannot afford to upgrade this machine. Because the cost of the laptop is gonna wipe me out, especially if I have to end up paying the IRS $20,000 like they are insisting right now for my taxes several years ago, because they think that I'm lying about having installed solar panels. They assume that I just went through an elaborate trickster scam in order to pretend to get solar panels. It's stupid. For people who want to throttle Gandhi in person. All right, let's, so yeah, I know absolutely nothing about this. Hold on, I gotta turn down the music. I knew I was going to buy this, before it was even announced. So I just avoided watching any reviews or anything. I do like the look of it. It looks very... oh. It looks like the art style is familiar. They didn't change things around too much. Don Pedro, that's a great question, because as of right now, they have told us no steps to resolve this besides pay them $20,000. So I don't know. I've so they sent us a message on, like, online, and they had this, like, secure server thing, and in the message they're like, okay, and here are the documents that describe why you owe $20,000, and we just can't download those. And so we emailed them, and they finally responded to say that they would be mailing the documents. So now we're just kind of waiting, and, like, there's a deadline for when they've decided we need to pay them $20,000. So it's a little stressful, and we might need to hire a lawyer. Yeah, we were debating, like, whether or not they'll succeed in fucking up the IRS. Like, if they do it, it'll be a mistake, I think. But because, like, they're stupid, but they're not that stupid. Like, I think the IRS is going to be the last institution standing, unfortunately for me. So this is interesting. You level up your leaders and you get stuff. That sounds good to me. And you get mementos. Warrior Queen of Zazao. Oh, and look, they've spelled out what they are. Economic militaristic. Guys, is this woke? Is this game woke? Diplomatic militaristic, diplomatic expansionist. Look at this dweeb. Nerd. Cultural expansionist, diplomatic scientific. Uh-oh. That might be my guy. I'm afraid that I'm not going to actually be able to play on stream, because if it was lagging just on this screen, I don't hold out much hope. Cultural scientific, militaristic scientific. Ooh, this one's sure to piss off the morons. Oh yeah, so speaking of that, life update. I've decided to quit my family. I've been dealing with this for a few years now, is the realization that my family are morons. And you know, it was difficult because that really like went against my understanding of my family and my understanding of myself. I learned a few years ago that, you know, some of them had actually even voted for Trump in the first election, probably in the last one too. And I really like that was a bit of like last year's depression was like coming to terms with that. That was one of the things I didn't talk about it for obvious reasons, you know, because I decided ultimately like, well, they're my family and I should keep them in my life and just like try to connect with them on whatever level that I can. And so in my case, you know, it was like, oh, our group chat, which we usually avoid politics talk. You know, we talk about sports and stuff. And so, yeah, it was like a really hard time for me because I had to kind of like figure out how I wanted to deal with that, whether or not that was worthwhile, ultimately beneficial for me. And like, my parents particularly did a crazy thing last year to me, and it was a very hurtful time. So I've been like dealing with that. But with this new election, like, I feel like things have gotten so much worse, like, in the world, that, like, you know, and I did talk a little bit about this in that first video I made after the election, which is like, okay, like, it's not just that some of my family members were conned by Trump. It's that, like, they are kind of beyond hope. They don't care about, you know, women or people of color or marginalized groups in general, or democracy. Like, they don't care about democracy enough to, you know, not vote for Trump. And so last night was the culmination of everything. And it wasn't really, like, it wasn't anything crazy. It was literally just that I was joking about how funny it was that Kendrick Lamar performed Not Like Us in front of a guy that, you know, has been on Epstein's island. Like, I just appreciated that. And my family was like, oh, is Bill Clinton there? And I was like, no, Trump. And one of my family members literally said, well, if his name were to leak as having been on the flights, that would be bad. But, it's not as bad as what's going on with USAID. And I was just like, how are you an adult living in the United States and you don't realize that the president of the United States was not just on Jeffrey Epstein's island, not just on his plane. They were best frenemies forever. Like, they swapped girls. They hung out all the time. Like, how did that escape your notice? And when I said that, like, what are you talking about? Like, they were best friends. And I sent a link to an article, and I was told that I have TDS, which is apparently a code amongst morons. It stands for Trump derangement syndrome. I Googled it. And I was like, oh yeah, I've heard people say that. This is just a fact. Like, how is this deranged? It's like, you are like in a different reality, and there's nothing I can say. And that reality is causing chaos here. Like, the potential end of democracy in the United States. And like, I'm just disgusted by it. And I can't like pretend you're not a fucking dipshit while we chat about like sports or like what the kids are up to and stuff. Like, I just can't do it. So I left the group chat and blocked them all. And like, it sucks, but I feel like I already went through the mourning period last year. I kind of already mourned the family that I thought that I had, like, of, curious, ultimately kind Christians. Like, they're morally repugnant, and they're in a cult, like a morally repugnant cult. So yeah, that was my, like, the Eagles won. That was great. The Eagles won, and I quit my family. So I don't know what is going to happen in the future with that. I was going like lower contact in general leading up to this, and I think that that's fine. I'll mostly just miss the, like, my nieces and nephews, because they're cool. But man, the rest of my immediate family, what a bunch of chunderheads. Is that a word? Chunderhead? Is that a slur of some sort? Yeah, that's how I feel, Don Pedro. That, like, it's like getting out of a bad relationship that you've been in for 40 years. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. Ooh, I like this guy. He's a wild card. Oh, sorry, Dan. Yeah, I think I think I made up a new word. Oh, yeah, Maria, hi. Junderby. Yeah. But I do think it's ultimately for the best. Oh, that's Machiavelli. What a little twink Machiavelli is. A little twink. Oh, Isabella looking hot. She's back. I've got a lot of new people to learn about. Jose Rizal. Oh, Lafayette. All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, that was like something that was like, oh, maybe I should stick around and be a positive influence. But no, there's only so much I can do. I'm just gonna protect myself. It is funny, like I'm the only atheist, and I brought this. We would have fights at the beginning of COVID. It got pretty heated on family chat, and I had to take a break for a while because particularly like one family member got really into COVID conspiracies and was posting like, I don't know, racist shit on Facebook about Kamala Harris for some reason. He eventually got banned from Facebook for that. It was pretty embarrassing. So, yeah, like I've known that I'm morally superior to them for some time. So it's not really a surprise, but it is funny. It's ironic. All of these guys look like short kings for some reason. They all seem tiny. Yeah. Yeah, like I made the argument during COVID, like, so one family member was bragging about going to church in person and singing along with the choir, and I was like, weird. I thought Jesus was all about, protecting our loved ones and our neighbors, Ugh. Oh. I'm not going to play a full game. I'm just randomly seeing how things go. So I heard that when you start a new age, it's almost like starting over again. Uh, random what? What? No, I said Benjamin Franklin of random in the what? Hold on. Oh, so now I pick. Oh. Now I pick the civilization. Interesting. So yeah, it seems that uh, you level up the leaders. Oh, this is Rome is the strategic choice. Wow, there's a lot. There's a lot to consider here. Oh, so Rome becomes Norman and then Spain and then America. Oh, I see. Maybe you pick from these two and then these three when you reach the next age. Scribe. Continents plus. Okay, let's just do that. Yeah, like what would Donald Trump's bonuses even be? Good for you, Rocket Moose. Yeah, I'm in favor of giving up on people. Like, sometimes you just gotta give up. Like, if you made it to your 40s and you're still this fucking stupid, like, I can't help you. You're not benefiting my life at all. That's the other thing. So, in addition to being uh, the only atheist in the family, I think I'm the one that's going to be least affected negatively by Trump and his policies. Unless my husband gets deported. That would suck. That's the other thing. It's like, oh, you voted for the guy that's going to make my husband's life, that was threatening at first to make my husband's life shit. And yeah, this is taking too long. I don't think this game's gonna work while I'm streaming, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to cancel this. I don't know if it's ever actually gonna start. So yeah, but in on the plus side, European lover. I mean, yeah, that is the benefit of marrying an immigrant, is that I can always flee to Canada. But you know, it's just so chilly. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, some of the fundamental I don't feel like learning fundamental concepts. All right, I'll learn fundamental concepts. A little bit. All right, stuff changes with the ages. Every age presents 4 paths: economic, cultural, scientific, and militaristic. Whether you've... Oh, that's good. So no diplomatic. That was always the shittiest part of Civ. Whether you focus solely on one path or diversify your efforts, the progress you make will grant you unique and powerful abilities in the next age. In the final age, once you complete a legacy path, you will have the opportunity to perform one more decisive feat to seal your victory. Okay. Oh. Okay. I really disliked the look of the fog of war in Civ VI. It took a lot of getting used to, and I thought it was really difficult to tell what had been discovered. That doesn't look like Ben Franklin. It looks like a donkey. Greetings, Benjamin Franklin. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like with Canada, do I want to be that close to the United States even? Your founder has the ability to establish your first city. Select them now. Okay. Click to reopen what? Oh. Okay. Okay. Behold, Roma. Food production and science. All right. So far, so good. Oh. You can only build the things that everybody always built first anyway. Oh, rivers can flow through tiles. Yeah, and I saw that this one was getting a lot of negative attention. But every... Okay, what? Can you move that? I feel like every Civ gets shat upon at first, right? Like, because it's always going to be really different. And also, like, it's never perfected until they've put out at least 3 updates. So I'm not too worried about it. I can't get information by hovering over a tile. Just get that ugly box. Okay. You're a recently trained scout. Oh, that was quick. Stands ready to explore the world. Okay. Where is he? Oh, there he... Oh, 2 doggies. Can I pet the doggy? Yeah, I think that happens every year, or every new release. The only time it was correct was with the space one. Literally the only Civ game that I didn't love was I don't know, Beyond Earth. And even that, like, I still played it a lot and beat it every which way you could beat it. So even for a game that I didn't like... Wait, I already told you. Oh, do I have to pick where to put my granary? Is it granary or granary? Convert to an urban tile. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Interesting. So you can't just build buildings in the city center. I said I wasn't going to play, and now I'm playing. Expand your city. Select your tile. Wait, this isn't already my city? Or do I select one of these? No. Picking this tile will give you a woodcutter. A farm. Oh. Okay. I guess let's do that. Hi, Thomas. I know Settlers of Catan. I've actually never played it. I don't think. Ooh, goody hut. Is that what that is? Oh yeah, really. So yeah, I used to play a lot of board games, but for some reason, I just never got around to Settlers of Catan. A bone the length of an entire person? Could this be the winged dragon of legend? Spend 1 turn of science to dig them up, or let them remain oh, we are digging that up. The maimed dragon. I found a dinosaur. Oh, the village could potentially be a strong ally. Independent villages can have different attitudes toward others, friendly, neutral, or hostile. Once you have found a village, you can use influence to begin diplomatic actions such as befriend independent to improve your relationship with it. Oh. So that's you. Okay. What if I killed him? Just kidding. I would never. I have not looked at the tech tree yet. It looks very similar. Oh, but tiny. Oh, I guess because this is just for this age, maybe? Because, yeah, we stop at horsemen. Age progress. House 7 world wonders in your empire. Oh. Display 10 codices in your empire. Legacies improve your performance in later ages, but you can choose to pursue one, multiple, or none at all. I see. Oh. I've made progress. Oh, because I founded a city. Okay. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna stop playing this because I can't really focus on it. All right. No, I'm gonna keep playing. This is the problem with Civ. It's always like, I mean, am I really learning anything? Well, I might as well just keep it in the background, I guess, so long as the stream isn't fucking up. Yeah, I remember when my dad expressed surprise that that Twitch was a thing. I was like, well, you watch men play football. Why can't somebody watch somebody else play a video game? Like, I've improved a silver resource. Oh. Alright, I can't place buildings on resources. Okay. Oh, I get an advisor. Hi, A. That is a disgusting pun. But thank you. All right. I have a science advisor. Checking your overall legacy. Okay. It's always just so baffling, Civ, at first. That I remember when I first started playing, I didn't like it because I was like, I don't understand half of what's going on here. But I realized you just have to accept, like, you don't know what's going on. Yeah, luckily KO'd isn't here to crack down on the puns. Or A would be out on the street. All right, yeah, I'm gonna stop because I'm not gonna sit here and read all that stuff. Franklin Ant. Oh yeah, so that's, you know, I went over the bad news. But the good news is I spent a week in Costa Rica and it was incredible. I highly recommend it, especially if you live in a country being taken over by fascists. Like, for the first week of their reign, just go to Costa Rica. I went and stayed at a surf camp. And so every day, I had an instructor who would take me out to different breaks and help me improve my form. And it was awesome. Like, cause I haven't taken a proper lesson since the very first time I learned to surf. So there were like little tiny things that I was doing wrong and didn't even know about that the trainer was able to correct. This game can't even quit. Can't even go back to the main menu. Oh, my poor PC. Um, oh, hey, it's just I cut myself off from my entire family. I'm divorcing my family. But and it kind of sucks, but it's for the best because they're fascist sympathizers who are hateful and don't understand reality. But the good news is that I can now surf slightly better. The bad news is that they were supposed to film my surf sessions, but they kept canceling. Like the videographer kept canceling, and he finally showed up on my last day when the last day that I was able to surf, which was supposed to be the penultimate day, but it turns out I had food poisoning. I guess that's what it was. Like one morning I felt not great and I went out surfing anyway. And I'm like, okay, this is fine. I just have like a little flippy tummy, whatever. And then the rest of the day I felt mostly okay. I really thought it was because I had had 2 strong martinis the night before. So I assumed I was just hungover. And then the next day, which is the day I finally got a videographer, it was so much worse. Like my stomach hurt. I was just really weak. Although like I was like, oh, that's probably just because I've never surfed 6 days in a row. So I guess my body is just like done. So that's the one day I have video footage of, and it's mostly me just like falling over. And then the final day, I woke up. We were supposed to head to the surf break at 5:30 in the morning, and I was awake. But I was awake because I was in the bathroom and like just took a moment to go down and tell them I can't go today. And then I spent the rest of the day in bed. But it wasn't too bad. Like I didn't feel horrible, and like the room was air conditioned with an ocean view, and I just laid there reading, so it was fine. But I am kind of bummed that I didn't get any good video footage of me surfing. So I'm going to have to go back and do it again. I did not see any dinosaurs, unfortunately. Although my husband was keeping an eye out. I'm starting to think that the game is broken, by the way. Let's pull up ye old task manager here. Yep, not responding. End task. So no, actually, so this is kind of sweet. So I'm the one who really likes surfing, and I'm the one who set up this trip. And my husband was in a different group because you can do like beginner or intermediate. So I was in intermediate, he was in beginner, and he had so much fun that we were supposed to do other things. Like we were going to go scuba diving while we were there. And I was like, so when do you want to go scuba diving? And he's like, I'd rather just keep surfing. So that was fun. he did a really great job, and he progressed a lot. But the downside of that is we didn't get to do a whole lot of other stuff. So no scuba diving. We did, like, the one thing we did. So the day after we arrived, it was super windy and the waves were terrible. So we booked an all-day excursion, like an adventure on this volcano. And it was insane. Like, we got there, it was just the two of us on our like tour, and so the hotel provided us with a driver, and he spent the whole day with us, like drove us 2 hours to get there, and then basically just like walked us from activity to activity. And there were so many. There was, first was a horseback ride to a waterfall, and I got to ride a horse named Mr. Bean, and that was on the way there to the waterfall. And Mr. Bean was a jerk who just wanted to stay like all the way in the back and not do anything fun. So we get to this waterfall, we dismount, we go hiking around a little bit, check it out, and then we go back, and some other lady is on Mr. Bean. And I was like, I think that's my Mr. Bean. And she's like, yeah, I don't know, somebody took my horse. So then the horses started getting shuffled around, and I ended up on a horse named Jesus, who was like twice the size of Mr. Bean and who wanted to run. And Jesus was so much fun. We went like flying up this mountain to the point where the guides got scared that I was out of control. And they were yelling at me to like pull back on the reins. And I was like, well, why would I do that? Then he would stop. This is fun. So yeah, Jesus, awesome horse, highly recommended. And they're like, and by the way, they didn't really explain anything. We booked this trip. It was like $120. And they're like, we'll take you to this place and you'll do stuff. And we're like, okay, whatever. So we're like, okay, horses done, waterfall done. What's next? And then we're like, next is tubing down the river. And I was like, oh, okay, that sounds pleasant. Like I was picturing a lazy river type of thing. And so we get there and they give us helmets, and they explain that this river is considered a class 4 or 5 rapids. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? They're like, yeah, so, you know, when you flip over, you have a life jacket, hold on to your life jacket, and we will come and get you. And I'm like, when we flip over? And there were like maybe 40 of us starting out, and there were like 20 guides. And I was like, why are there so many guides? And it turns out that there are so many guides because there are like 3 or 4 different spots where the rapids are so dangerous that they need to go ahead of us and then set up like a line across the river and make sure we don't die. And they're like they're like clinging to rocks. They're like, you know, acrobats, in order to like catch us as we are flung through these rapids. And so we started off with like 40 people, and a bunch of them were like boomers. And it wasn't just us. Literally no one knew how serious this was going to be. So there are like 80-year-old people that thought this was going to be a lazy river and were immediately like, get me the fuck out of here. But like, you can't. It's just, it's a river, you know? Like, I think after the first place they stopped us, there was a way out. And so a couple of boomers left at that point. But then after that, whenever someone got hurt, which happened a lot, one of the guides would hold on to them while they go down the river together. That's why there were so many guides, to like offload the people who were getting injured. At one point, one of the guides got injured and was like gushing blood from his nose. And he just seemed annoyed by it. Like, it was insane. Yeah, it was pretty funny. Maybe they said class 3 or 4. I might be misremembering. I was more just shocked that we were going to be on any class. And yeah, like people were dropping like flies. It was really funny. And like after each stop, we would all, it was like we had survived a war. We're all just talking to each other like, did you expect this? No. Did you know what was going to happen? No. This is because like there were a lot of Americans, and like in America, you know, because we sue everyone all the time, you don't put elderly people in rapids without like, I don't know, a half an hour long lecture about what they're in for and making them sign something. In this case, they were just like, you paid us $100, get in the fucking river. But it was so much fun. I went in expecting it to be like boring but relaxing. It was so fun. I laughed my ass off. I did hurt myself slightly. I did get nailed on the right butt cheek by a hidden rock underwater. And I did flip upside down on the very first rapid, actually. But that was good. Like, get that out of the way, get the feeling of it, you know? And then the other problem I ran into was that I was wearing contacts. And at one point, I was absolutely positive I had lost both of my contact lenses. And I was like, well, shit, now I also cannot see anything. And I can't do anything for the rest of the day. But then, like, slowly, my contact lenses came back into place. So I flipped over the one time at the beginning, and then my husband made it all the way till the final rapid, where they were like, okay, now it gets really hard. We're going to have to send you single file. And yeah, he ate shit on that one. I actually have, you know, do you guys want to see video of it? Let me see if I can. Oh wait, it's on my lap. You know what? I'll show you guys video later. I have, because they took all of these photos and videos for us, and I'm really glad. Like, so our guide told us, like, don't bring anything. That should have been my sign that this was going to be serious business, but I thought he was overreacting. He's like, don't even wear your shirt. I was like, because I was wearing like my rash guard, and he's like, no, just get rid of it. Just wear your bikini and the thing on the life preserver on top. Don't wear tennis shoes. You can't wear flip-flops. Like, because yeah, people were also losing shit left and right. In retrospect, I should have packed my glasses, and I will from now on. Always pack your glasses when you're wearing contacts, just in case. Yeah, my contacts were like, fuck this, we're out. So that was a lot of fun. And then after that, we did a zip line tour through the canopy. And that was insane because they were like, they were this well-oiled machine where they were just like shoving us off cliffs and like keeping it moving. Like there was no time to be scared of anything. They're like, step up here, put your clip there, jump up. Okay, bye. Like shoving us off cliffs. And there was, they're like, okay, there's this optional thing you can do halfway through. We zip line over a river, and then if you want, you can belay down to the riverbed. But if you do that, you have to rock climb back up. And I was like, well, we're here. Yeah, okay, let's do it. So it wasn't really like a belay might not even be the right word. They basically just lower you down like a sack of potatoes, and then immediately they're like, okay, climb this rock wall back up. And I'm like, okay. And like, I'm clipped in, and the guy has the rope so that I don't die if I fall off. Great. But he's got a break coming up or whatever. Like, they need to keep this shit moving. So he's just like pulling me up while I'm like scrambling to find handholds. So it was like, it would have been more fun if I had had time to like work out the rock climb myself. But instead it was just like frantic. It was cardio time. So I climbed back up, and then instead of zip lining after that, you have to do like a Tarzan swing, which I was ahead of my husband, so I didn't realize until I got the video of everything, but he screamed. He screamed when he had to do that part. So that was fun. And then we got to the end of that, and then there was still another activity, which was a mud bath and then a hot spring soak. And we were like, we've been here all day, and the Eagles are about to start, because this was during the playoffs. So we skipped that thing because we're not into like spa stuff. But yeah, so that was crazy. And we saw monkeys. That was nice. Oh, it was a fear scream. No, it was a fear scream. Good question. Pure terror. Ah! So yeah. And then other than that, the rest of the week was just surfing and eating tacos and wandering the beach and reading. It was really nice. So I just got an email from them offering 20% off to rebook for next year. And I'm considering it because it was a lot of fun. And, you know, like I had mentioned in a video that physically I am not happy with myself right now. And so I wasn't sure how much fun I was going to have on vacation. But I ended up having so much fun. And it really did actually inspire me to be healthier. So, because now I want to like improve my surfing fitness and go back and shred even more. And also figure out what I ate that gave me food poisoning and not do that again. I think it was a smoked salmon breakfast I had. It didn't taste off, but that was the last day I felt good. So yeah, Costa Rica. Oh, it's also inspired me to actually get better at Spanish. I know you guys have heard this one before, but I'm back on Duolingo, back on my bullshit, and planning to take Spanish lessons once the local community college semester starts for either summer or fall, because I missed the spring. So yeah, that's what's new. Now that we've caught up, I was thinking for this stream, but maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I haven't posted an actual video on my alt channel, this channel, in way too long. And I have a bunch of books I've read. So I was thinking, instead of doing like individual filmed reviews, maybe tomorrow for the stream, I will review all the books that I've read in the last few months. And then I can just cut that up and put it on the channel. That could be fun, right? So book chat tomorrow, perhaps. Okay, that's it. I got to get back to work. Working on some more videos about the fall of America. Oh, good. Another plane crash. Just gotta... I don't care. It's just a Learjet veered off a runway after landing. I don't need to hear that. Book chat tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific time. And then if you are a patron, I will be doing the monthly live stream that I was supposed to do last week. I will be doing that on Wednesday. So